We're going to start from, we're going to go from our head down to our toes. So we're going to start from our head, starting at the neck. So we want to rotate our neck, relax our shoulders, take deep, slow breaths while we're doing this. You want to exaggerate and draw big circles with your neck in one direction. One more time in that direction, and then we're going to go ahead and switch to the other direction. Okay, now I'm going to come to the center, and we're going to think about now bringing our chin to our chest, right? So I'm gonna bring chin to my chest, and then I'm gonna bring my chin straight up to the ceiling. We're gonna do 10 of those. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I want to bring our ear to our shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to bring our chin to our shoulder, side to side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I want to interlace our fingers behind our head. And we're going to try to bring our elbows, touch our elbows together, and open real wide. Back in, and then open, in, open. Each time, try to open wider. Back in, back out. Relax your shoulders. One more time. Good. Now we're going to rotate our shoulders in one direction. Go ahead and now switch direction. We're going to go ahead now and bring attention to our elbows. And go ahead and switch direction. All right, let's warm up our fingers, right? We're going to have our hands out. Now open as wide as you can. Boom, and then close, wide and close. Okay, now go ahead and interlace your fingers. We're going to bring attention to our wrists. And go ahead and switch direction. All right, shake it out. Now we're going to bring attention to our hips. Draw big circles with your hips. Good. Switch direction. Okay, now bring attention to your knees. Let's squat low and up, down and up. why don't we go ahead and draw big circles with our knees. And switch direction. Come on up, lift our right foot up, bring your attention to your ankles, big circles. With this, you can go ahead and flex your toes, point your toes, and switch direction. Good, switch to the other side. All right, now widen your stance. Go ahead and put your left foot down, widen your stance, squat low. You're gonna have your palms, right? Actually, let's go all the way down. Put your forearms on your thigh here. I'm gonna lift my right hand palm, pushing my knee outward, and then my right knee is gonna push in, so there's counter pressure with my arm and my knee. And then I'm gonna go ahead and tuck my hip in and squat down low. And lastly, I'm going to bring my right shoulder and I'm going to try to point it all the way down to the floor. Keep tucking the hip, keep squatting down, keep pushing with your right palm and right knee pushing inward. Let's go ahead and release and switch to the other side again. Arm pushing out, knee pushing in, tuck your pelvic bone, squat down, and then shoulder pointing towards the ground. And let's switch to the other side. Same thing. And come back to the second side. Come back up, and from here you can go ahead and use your hand. Let's do your hand walk, lunge to one side, walk, lunge to the other side. And now you can walk and lunge and the same side as the knee that's bent. Your arm goes up and then switch up, look back, back. One more time. Come on up. All right, now we're gonna do the circuit training portion of the class. We're gonna do 1 minute of some sort of heart-raising movement. And in between those exercises, you're gonna do this type of modified burpees, right? So this is a new one. Pay attention, everybody. So you wanna have your legs the width, kind of like the width of your shoulder, and you're gonna go squat 1, squat 2, and the second one, when you come out, you're gonna do a deep squat, boom, right? And then you come back, and from here, high knee, and then from there, you're gonna go, let's do a sprawl, and then jump up. So in fast motion, it looks like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. So 1, 2, right? So just 2 of this, wide, and then jump up, sprawl, repeat. I'm gonna do 10 of those, right? All right, so the first, let me get my timer ready. Only about 5 minutes there. 1 minute, okay. So the first 1 minute drill that we're gonna do, you just jog around But I want you to incorporate your arms. You can jog in place, right? The arms can go up and down, side, or you can move around, backward, sideward, sideways, whatever. But keep moving. All right, let's go. Oh, Emma, you guys are outside with a mat. So jealous. Whew. All right, from here, fast feet. Let's go. Fast, 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 fast. Incorporate your arms. Let's go. Fast, 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 fast. All right, go back to normal pace. All right, the modified burpees. And you own 10 of them. Jog in place when you're done. All right, the next 1 minute drill is you just do side shuffles, right? Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. When you come to the end, you're gonna go ahead and jump, face the other way, right? And shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. So again, when you're shuffling, you wanna do a semi-crouch, so low and stay low. And whatever direction you're going, that leading leg goes first. Follow with the second leg, all right? So, go. All right. Modified burpees. right, next exercise, let me see if I show. You want a grapevine. Grapevine is whatever directions I'm going, the outside leg's gonna go first. It's gonna step across on top, you recover, and then it's gonna step down. So it's gonna go up, recover, and then down, recover. So again, if I'm going the opposite direction, it's top, recover, down, recover, right? So you're gonna do that. So I'm gonna do an example. I'm gonna go boom, 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 my grapevine here. And I'm gonna put my hand and I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna, it's almost as a diagonal jump. So I'm gonna go boom, right, my hand, boom. I'm gonna switch, come up, and then I'm gonna go the opposite. And then switch, and then boom, boom, all right? So let's go. All right, karaoke. All right, modified burpees. Let's go. Time to go ahead and take a quick water break. Whew. All right, we're gonna do a couple of movements before we start. The movement will correlate with the technique we're learning. So get in your stance, right? Semi-crouch, so staggered stance, semi-crouch here. And from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna shuffle to the side. So I'm gonna shuffle with my right leg, boom, and it's almost like I'm here. When I end up, I'm gonna end up, so I'm in front of you. When I end up, it's gonna be side angle. So let's do that, boom. You're gonna go step, boom. So first it's the right leg, and then follow with the left leg. You're gonna pivot on your toes, boom. So do, and then switch your stance. onto the other side. Again, you're gonna go boom. You're gonna be facing the camera. When you're done, you're gonna be facing sideways. And you can go ahead and once you kind of get used to that, right? The higher level, you can do multiple shuffles. So you're gonna go boom to the right, 1, 2, 3, and then repeat. So you can do multiple shuffle if you want. All right. Okay. So now this is the next next movement, right? I'm gonna go back to my stance. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to my stagger stance. And from here, I'm gonna go ahead and put the leading leg, this leg, down onto the mat, right? At first, and then the second leg goes down. So it looks like this. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go boom, down, down. Now I'm gonna step with the back leg and I'm gonna go down one more time and then last, so 3 movements with your legs. So it's 1, 2, 3, right? So make it a little farther. So 1, 2, 3, right? I want you to do that 10 per side. Was that enough? Was that 10 per side? Yeah. Okay. So today we're gonna work on ankle pick, right? It's a really it pays high dividend and low risk, right? And it's effective. It doesn't expose your hips or your back. And it's fairly like easy to learn, yet, you know, it's effective. So I'm going to show kind of a quick kind of version, and then I'm going to break down the technique and we're going to do it together. So here you go. I'm going to share the screen right here. Let me see. Okay. So you can't really see here, but the guy has his partner's head control, and he's kneeling down and picking the ankle. So again, going down, right? his right arm, you can't really see it, but his right arm is controlling his partner's head by hooking the hand around his neck. And then he's coming down on his knee, same knee as the arm that's picking the ankle, and boom, right? So that's an angle pick. I will definitely give more details. And I'm going to try something new. I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but bear with me. Okay, so the grip will be, I like to show with, right here. So imagine that this is a partner and I'm facing a partner, and one of this is the right leg and the other is the left leg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down, boom, and pick up the leg, right? And then come up and shelving the leg on my thigh. But before we do that, I'm going to talk about your hand grip first, right? Your hand grip should be, you want to control your partner and you want to grip with all fingers around their neck, right? And controlling the posture. So you want your hand out. Let's do it together, right? We're going to have our stance, our right stance, your hand gripping, and your arm should be inside your partner, meaning like your arm should be where their chests are. So you're gripping the head and your forearm against their chest, right? So this is how you're going to control their head, this way, that way, whatever way you want, right? So you have this control. And then the other hand right now, let's just have the grip at the wrist here. So you want to imagine you're grabbing your partner at the wrist here. So boom. And what I want is in this kind of, right, I'm here and I'm facing my partner and I have their head and their hand. And I want this leg, this right leg. So imagine this is me and my partner wants this leg, right? I want that leg to kind of step up so that I can grab it. And to do that, we're going to do that shuffle. We're going to do step to the side shuffle like this. So let's everybody do that. Have your hand and do side shuffle. Right? And then from here, okay, so come back. Yep. That's how you're going to bring your partner's right leg. So if you want the right leg, you step to the right. So you're going to control the head, frame your forearm on their chest. You're going to control their their right arm, and you're going to shuffle to the, the right arm, and you're going to shuffle to the right so that they bring, so over here, when I step to the side, they're going to stand facing me, but when I step to the side, more often than not, they're going to step. So when I'm being pulled this way and they pull to the right, more often than not, I'm going to step like this. My leg's going to boom. So if I'm being the partner, right? So again, I'm going to go boom, shuffle to the side to bring the right leg closer to me. So now I'm going to let go. The arms controls the head the whole time. Now I'm going to let go of the wrist, and I'm going to come down. So if I'm grabbing with my left hand at their ankle, the same side leg goes down. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to grab at the base. So when I'm grabbing, I want to grab at the base here, right here. I don't want to grab here or up here. I want to grab at the base. And one thing that I also want to pay attention when I'm grabbing my partner at the base, I want to pull in the direction where the toes are going. So I don't want to grab at the base and pull in, right? Whatever the toes is going, I'm going to grab in that direction, right? If it's going that way, I'm going to pull that way. If my toes are that way, I'm going to pull this way. So when I'm coming down with my knee and I'm grabbing behind the Achilles on the ground, if the toes are pointing this way, I'm going to pull. So here, if the toes are facing this way, I'm going to grab, I'm going to pull this way. If it's pointing that way, I'm going to grab and pull whatever way that the toes are going, right? So I'm down here. I'm going to step to the side. I'm going to come down, boom, the same side knee. I'm going to cup, right? And now when I'm down here, I need to break my partner's posture. So the hand grip on the head, I need to have my partner's head over the leg that I'm attacking. So I want to pull the head this way. And then once I got, when I have that, my driving leg here, right? It's either up or down. It's gonna come up to drive forward. And then I'm gonna pick up the leg and then I'm gonna shelf it, right? So the reason we wanna shelf is like, for example, if I fall down, boom, and somebody's shelving my leg on or holding my leg up, right? It's hard for me to get up. It's hard for me to get up versus if I have both legs, I'm gonna come up, boom, like this. But if somebody's shelving my leg or holding my leg up, it's really hard to get up. I can't get up, right? So that's why the last portion, we go boom, we need to have a driving leg when we're doing this. So the back leg's gonna be your driving leg, and then you come in, pick up the leg, and then you shelf. Yeah. All right. So again, let's do it all together. We have the head control, the wrist control. We want to bring our partner's right leg over. So we're going to go shuffle to the right, shuffle, boom, right? Once the leg is close to us, we're going to let go of the wrist. The knee comes down. We're going to grab at the base of the Achilles, pull the head right to that side and pull the leg towards the toes. Knees slide, pick up the leg, shelf. Good. All right, so let's do it one more time. All right, so we get here, boom. We're gonna step to the right, boom, right? We're gonna come down, grab, pull the head to the side. Second step, third step, pick up the leg, shelf it on your side. Yeah. So now, let me see if this would work. I had this idea, I'm not really sure this is where I said. So you're gonna get the grip, right? And you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna step to the right, and I will be your partner. I'll step in, and I'm gonna come in, and I'm gonna step, and I want you to imagine that you're gonna grab my leg, right? And finish the takedown. So try to do it all at the same time, okay? So let's go. I'm here, I'm facing you, right? You're gonna grab my head, grab my wrist, right? Go ahead, go. Step to the side, to the right. My leg's gonna come to the right. Get down, grab my leg, boom, and right, boom. And then you shelf my leg up. I can't come up. Right? So let's do it one more time. We're gonna do it, go ahead. Everybody go to the right, boom, my leg's gonna come in. Now slow down here. And now I want you to think about you coming down, right? Go down to your knee, boom. And now I want you to think about my head posture, because if it's here, I'm kind of strong. You need to put my head towards the leg that you're attacking. So you wanna punch, make my head come this way, and then pull the toes, and then pull my leg towards the toes. I'm gonna come down, and then I'm gonna shelf my leg up. Let's do it again. So here, everybody, go ahead, step to the right. My leg comes up, right? You're gonna get down your knee, pull my head to the side, and boom, and then shelf my leg. Okay, so I'm gonna give you, go ahead and practice. I'm gonna give you a couple minutes. You can practice on your own. I hope that was a good visual drill there, but now you are on your own, and go ahead and practice that. I'm looking for the timer here, okay. And once you get used to that, right, especially the upper belt, switch to the other side. Really important to control that head. Really important components are controlling the head, pulling the foot towards the, grabbing really low, pulling the foot towards the toes, and you must have a driving leg, right? You must have this driving leg, either your knee down or up. You must have that to drive forward. Emma's team looking good. All right. All right. Okay. So I don't know, Emma, and you both could do this drill with each other, right? You could be in semi-crouch and boom, 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 and one person do it to you, and the other person, right, step with the leg, and then mimic what I did on the screen, right, when you guys are doing it. And so when you're falling, just make sure you know, if you've never fall before, to squat down and then tuck your chin and fall, right? So again, tuck your chin, squat down and fall. The rest of you will just do it. We're gonna move around in semi-crouch, boom, boom, boom. When I say left, you're gonna do it left side. If I say right, you're gonna do the drill right side. And if the right and left is confusing for you because you just learned it, stay on the same side. Just practice the same side, but the rest of you switch, right? And then in between, I might say sprawl, some other like exercises. I don't know. I'll do it as I go. But okay, let's get ready and go. Semi-crouch, boom, 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 boom. Left, so that means you're gonna grab with your left side, boom, right? Head, shuffle, come down, head, boom, boom. And then come back up and shuffle, boom, boom, sprawl. Come back up, shuffle, right. So boom, boom, to the right, come to your knee, make sure you're controlling the head to the side. Second knee, come up, up, sprawl, sprawl. Left, boom, boom, shuffle. Come up, move, keep moving, boom. Good job. Right. Down. Left. Left. Sprawl. Sprawl. Right. Back, move, move. Sprawl. 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 Ignore that, keep going. Keep going. Left. Right. Sprawl. Sprawl. Left. Good job. Does anybody have any questions? Good job. No.
That was fun.
Come back. We do this heavy Sunday and Thursday. Oh my goodness. If you don't have any questions, I'll let Karen take over. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Molly. We'll take a 2-minute break, grab some water, use the restroom if you need to, and then we'll come back and kickbox. Okay, we'll wait a second more for people to come back. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna start with a little mobilization. So we'll do, sorry, I was laughing at my cat. We'll start like this. So we're going to get into a lunge position with one leg up, one leg down. Let's put everyone have our left leg up just so I can use the same language for sides. So, so you're gonna have your left leg up and you're going to tuck your pelvis. So I'm trying to stack we're gonna be doing this kind of stretch. People frequently do it sort of like this, but we're gonna try not to arch our back or lean our waist, but kind of keep our body stacked over the bottom leg. So as I come forward, I almost feel like I'm leaning back a little bit with my upper body because I'm trying to keep a straight line over my leg. That will ensure that rather than a lot of time we think we're moving forward, but really it's our lower back that's moving forward and our butt isn't. And we really need for these grappling moves and just for our health to be able to move our hips forward. So you're really trying to think about your butt going forward, not your lower back by going like this. So we're gonna do 10 pulses and then we'll hold the last one. Start small, so because if you start big, you'll immediately kind of go like that. So try to keep stacked. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should feel this in the front of your hip. 6, the front of your leg. 7, your downside leg. 8, 9, you might feel your butt working. And 10, come to your furthest position without losing the stack. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna take our right hand, place it 1 foot away from our left. And then you're gonna take your left foot. Then you're gonna take your left hand, place it onto your knee and use that to twist yourself upwards. So you're trying to stack your shoulders. So, as much as possible, your left shoulder is right above your right shoulder, but mostly worrying about having not tweaking your right shoulder. So, adjust as you need to get your right shoulder to feel comfortable and strong. And then from there, we're gonna straighten the back leg, trying not to lift the hips when we do that. So we'll lift our left arm straight up in the air. And let's do this. We're gonna reach over our heads, trying to open up your ribs towards the ceiling. And then we'll reach straight up. And now we'll drop our hand behind our back, again, trying to twist upward. And then straight up. So we'll do that 2 more times. So over your head, straight up, behind your back, always twisting your chest up towards the ceiling, straight up, 1 more time, over your head, straight up, behind your back, and straight up. All right, so now we're gonna drop our knee to the floor and we're gonna lay our chest onto our left leg. This is a hamstring stretch, but we're not gonna worry about straightening the leg. We're just gonna straighten it as much as we can while keeping the chest on it. So I'm just trying to see how far back I can go with my chest still on my leg. Also flexing the foot, really aggressively flexing the foot will increase the stretch in the back of your calf and possibly in your hamstring too. So 10 pulses back. So 1, 2, we're gonna hold the last one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one we're gonna hold at the bottom. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna come back up and we'll do 1 more for your ankle. So for this stretch, we're going to, let me put it so you can see my foot a little more. So this is a stretch that's trying to maximize my ability to flex my foot and not just with my toes, but really to lessen this angle here. So I'm gonna start by coming forward. I can definitely bring my knee past my toes for this. And I'm gonna keep my heel down and see if I can kind of get a stretch in the back of my calf, back of my ankle, wherever it needs stretching there. And then I'm gonna come a little forward, lifting my heel up, but I'm gonna try to just increase that stretch. If I kind of go way forward, I'll lose the stretch. I can bring my heel up a little, find where I can get the biggest stretch through the back of my ankle or calf. All right, now I'm gonna come back. When I come back, one way I like to think of this, because we've been doing this move a lot, is keep this angle. So see how this angle is small? I'm gonna try to keep that angle small using my muscles now. So I'm gonna flex my foot as hard as I can, trying not to just rely on my toes, but trying to lessen this angle here. Hard flex. So we're basically like using the range of motion in a stretch, or getting the range of motion in a stretch, and then trying to keep that with our muscles, develop our muscles to secure that. All right, come forward again to wherever you get the best stretch. Heel up or down, and then come back and hard flex. 1 more time, forward, stretch, back, and flex. All right, nice, come up. We're gonna switch sides. It's dropped off. So we're going to get back into this half kneel position. Check this, for this version, it's nice to have, you can have your toes posted since we're going forward, but either way is okay. And then we're gonna check that we're stacked over our leg, and we're gonna come forward 10 times. Start small, so you can really lead with your hips, not your lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can go a little more each time if you want. 8, 9. Last one, come to your farthest position where you're still keeping your stack. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you're gonna take your left hand, place it about a foot away from your right foot on the floor. Take your right arm, use it to twist yourself up. So this should be like a kind of a good twist here. Yeah, we'll go into that in a second. I just like to start here because then you really get I get a deeper twist when I use this first. Okay, and then we're gonna straighten our back foot and lift your top arm. So make sure that you're stretching your rib cage up to the side, to the ceiling. Your two arms should ideally be stacked one on top of another. Adjust as you need. Don't hurt your shoulder. And then we're going to reach over our heads. And then we're going to come back up, reach towards the ceiling. Now hand behind your back, twist your ribs up towards the ceiling, and hand toward the ceiling. All right, so hand over your head, hand to the ceiling, behind your back, and hand to the ceiling. One more time through, hand over your head, hand to the ceiling, hand behind your back, and hand back up to the ceiling. Nice, good. So now you can drop your knee, and now we're going to take our chest onto our leg. We're going to do the hamstring stretch. Again, your goal, you're straightening your leg as much as you can, but your goal isn't to get it completely straight necessarily. It's to keep your chest on your leg and see how straight you can get it from there. I think that this is how one of my trainers teaches it, and I think it protects your hamstring a little bit to keep it, keep it next to your chest. It kind of doesn't let you stretch it in a way that would blow out your hamstring as much. All right, so 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one we're going to hold at the bottom. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come up. And then we're going to do the ankle stretch. So now you can just find it on your own. So come forward to find the stretch on your own. So come forward to where you feel the best stretch. You can kind of start with your heel on the ground, but then you can bring it up a little bit. Come to where you get the best stretch through the back of your ankle and calf. Hang out for a minute till you find it. Sometimes it can take a second to find that stretch, sink your weight. You can use your chest as a weight onto your leg too to help increase the stretch. All right, we're going to come back, hard flex, trying to keep that, minimized angle between our foot and our shin. All right, and then come forward, stretch. Come back, flex. One more time, come forward, stretch. And back, flex. All right, cool. So we'll shake that out, stand up, and we'll start doing some boxing moves. After we do the most tiring part, or one of the tiring parts, we'll take a break, but right now we'll keep going. So we're gonna start with just getting our stance down. So we're going to take your dominant, so you're gonna start facing me, we're gonna take our dominant leg, step it back. So if you're right-handed, you're gonna step your right leg back. I'm left-handed, and also I can do it right-handed too, but I figure I usually show it left-handed, so I'm mirroring you. But I'll say right, even if I'm stepping my left. So it looks like it's mirroring you. So, and I'm gonna stand with my body at a 45-degree angle, so not all the way front, where I'm vulnerable. I'm not all the way sideways, where this arm's kind of out of commission. So I'm 45 here. And then I'm gonna bring my right hand up by my face to make sure that this is my open side here. My other side has my shoulder, can kind of protect me a little bit. It's harder to get to that, my face. This is very open. So keeping that hand very always there, my right hand. I'm gonna take my left hand and I'm gonna bring it up in front. It can be kind of, it's gonna be more mobile. It can kind of move around in front of your face. So we're going to practice some jabs. So, and then we're gonna do a round of jabs, and then we're gonna do some jab crosses, slips, blocks, and some kicks. So, so we're gonna do a round of jabs. Just the jab is the front side straight punch. So for most of you, your left punch, I'll show it left hand or right-handed. This punch. It's called a jab because it just, it's not your power punch, but you throw in a lot of them to like mess with people, kind of distraction punch. And sometimes it lands powerfully. So we're going to, when we throw the jab, we're going to launch off our back foot. Let me show this left-handed, I'll show it better. We're going to launch off the back foot and step with the front. Here. Okay. So I'm going to go, this is the step without the punch, step. So I'm launching off, all my weight's on my right leg, but then my left leg is going to do the first stepping. Again, I don't do it as well right-handed. So we're gonna do 1 minute. So then we're gonna add the punch to it. So the punch just, you can either throw the punch on that. There were 2 steps there. 1, 2, 1, 2. For new people, let's throw that. You can throw the step on the 1 or the 2, but if this is new to you, just throw it on the 1 because it'll be easier for the next thing we're building on. So I'm just gonna go step, 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 step. So that jab is connected to that launch of my back foot. This is actually how you throw usually a lot of time the power jab because it's got the momentum of your back foot. And just to be clear on the jab step, I'm never really transferring the weight to my front foot. I'm just like, there's a little weight on my front foot, but like I'm not like that because then I get knocked over. There's some weight on my front foot, but most of the weight's on my back foot, like probably 70-30 for this whole jab sequence if I'm just throwing jabs. I'm waiting to throw power moves with my right leg, right foot, and right side. So we're gonna do 1 minute of jabs. So if jab is new to you, if you could you'll just be throwing continuous jabs, kind of getting that feeling of, the step off and connecting that to the punch. If you're more experienced, throw a round of all jabs and you can mix them up. Throw it basically like you're shadow boxing, but you're only throwing jabs. So get set. Even if you're doing the more advanced version, be really thinking about keeping the weight on your right leg. The weight for this doesn't come off your right leg. Where's my timer for 1 minute? You can start. I'll set the 1 minute timer. And go. So we're just jab, 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 jab. Nice. Looks good. Yeah, at the school where me and Molly train kickboxing, we just throw jabs like that for we do a 3 minute round where someone's holding a pad. And this is like for all advanced students, we just have to almost always have to throw jabs for at least 1 3 minute round, just continuous jabs. Because when you're fighting or sparring, you're throwing a lot of jabs. All right, nice. Now we're gonna add a cross into that. So a cross is your dominant side punch. So these are both your straight punches, but the cross is called a cross. They're different. These, like any other punches, it's just a right hook, right uppercut, left uppercut. But the straight punches have such different roles and forces that they have different names. So this is the jab. That's just to mess with people. This is the cross, your power punch. It comes all the way across your body. You had all the weight on your back leg, and it comes out, with all your force. So let's practice this. We'll face the camera, and we're going to throw some jab crosses. So we'll do it this way. We were just doing a step let's just do it in place first. So for the jab, you're just going to throw it, kind of fling the jab out, and then you're going to pivot to throw the cross. So it's cross, yeah. So we're going to jab, cross. So we're going to do 10 jab crosses together. There's some other details, but we will, you might know them already, or, some of them are just keeping your elbow low till the last second. So you don't want to be punching like that. That's opening up your body, and it's not very efficient, the movement. So you want to elbow down, down, down. It only turns at the last second when the punch is delivered. So elbows low. Good, so let's do 10 jab crosses together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, so now we're going to do 1 minute round where we do a moving jab cross. So I'm going to be stepping, like before I was stepping my feet like this. 1, 2, 1, 2 with the jab on the 1. So now I'm going to add the cross on the 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. So if you're new, you're just going to be throwing jab crosses. Step, 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 step. Yep, great. So 1 minute like that. If you're more experienced, Then same thing, shadow boxing, but you're only throwing jab crosses. You can add some extra jabs in between, but you're only throwing jabs and crosses. You know, basically don't even just throw crosses. You're throwing jabs in between if you want, but jab crosses is the combination. So 1 minute, get set and go. Nice. I love these synchronized jab crosses, look great. Everyone shadow boxing, more free form looks really good. Okay, so now we're gonna work on some, we're gonna do some, yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna do some slips and punches. So slipping is the best way to avoid a straight punch. Those two punches, jab and cross coming at your face, is to get offline from the punch. There's other, you can't do that every time or you'd be having, you see people like boxers having these crazy head movement where they're just, nothing's gonna hit them. Kickboxers do it too, but they have to be a little more cautious because there's more things coming at their head, feet as well as hands. So, you know, kickboxers will slip, but we also have to, everyone has to sometimes block punches other ways with their hands. But ideally, you get out of the way. And I think this is good for self-defense too, because if someone, a big punch is coming at your face, you could just get out of the way and get out of there. That would be the best thing to do. So when we slip, if I'm like this, I'm off balance. So I'm just gonna twist. You can see that even though it doesn't look like I moved my head, this pink thing was behind my head. Now it's not. So I'm gonna take, I'll show you how to do that and then we're gonna do it for a couple drills. I'm gonna take my, if I'm bringing, it's a little too much. There. If I'm bringing my right shoulder forward, I'm gonna pivot my right foot. So let's everyone do that, get in your stance. When my right shoulder is coming forward, I'm gonna pivot my right foot, but not my left. Good, my left foot's the brake. That's so I don't go flying off that direction. Now I'm gonna bring my left shoulder forward, I'm gonna pivot my left foot and plant my right. Yep. Okay, good. So let's do that a few more times. So pivot your right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. One more, right foot, left foot. So that motion is both for slipping and for punching. So I can punch with that pivot and I can slip with that pivot. So we're gonna do a drill. The first minute, if I say slip, you're gonna slip. If I say punch, you're gonna punch, but your footwork is the same the whole time. So I'll say punch or slip. We'll start with slipping. So get set and go. Slipping. Oh, sorry, I'm punching. Slip. Slipping. I just like punching. I started right away. Punch. Slip. Keep the foot motion. Yeah, that looks really good. Punch. Slip. 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 Punch. Nice. Good. All right, now we're going to do a longer round like that. And this round is going to be add a couple things. One of the things we're going to add is sprawls. So we already know sprawls. So if I say sprawl, you're going to come down. You can come down either with your legs even here or you can come down with one hip. But you're gonna come down and come back up. If you're not sure about the sprawl, you can also just come to a plank, like a burpee without the push-up. So, so I could say sprawl. You're gonna sprawl. If you sprawl, you're gonna come back throwing straight punches. So no matter what you were just doing, if I say sprawl, sprawl, come up, and then go to punch. I'm gonna add one more type of punch, which you can do or not. You could try, I think everyone could try it, even if you don't know it that well. And this is uppercuts. So uppercut is a punch that kind of comes off a slip. Not always, but a lot of the time. So I'm kind of pivoting, but now I'm scooping my hand. And just notice that my hips come through, especially for more advanced people. So the footwork's slightly different on this. But if you're not sure of it, just scooping your arms. This would be a punch that would come, up to their jaw, up this way. So, so if I say punch, it's straight punches. If I say slip, it's this. If I say uppercuts, it's this. And if I say sprawl, you sprawl. So get set. We're gonna do a 2-minute round. And go. Start slipping. Punch. Oh my God. Sprawl. Come up, straight punches. Slip. Uppercut. Slip. Sprawl. Punching. Uppercut. Slip. Punch. Slip. Sprawl. Slip. Sprawl. Uppercut. Punch. Slip. Punch. Sprawl. Uppercut. Punch. Sprawl. Slip. Slip. Uppercut. Punch. All right, next. So grab a sip of water, and then when you come back, see if you guys outside are able to do this. If not, we'll figure out something else. We usually use a chair or the wall or something to balance for some side kick drills. Will you be able to have something to use? Yeah, you got it? Cool. Awesome. Let's take a second, grab some water, grab your chair or whatever you're going to use for balance. Fill in my water. Okay, so we're gonna do some kicks. So the first round we'll do a side kick. So this is a kick that if I was facing you and we were fighting, I'd be in my 45-degree stance, but this kick actually has to go straight out from where my hip is pointing. So if I throw it from here properly and you're in front of me, it's going to go over there. That's a big problem kickboxers have. People who do more traditional martial arts will just be sideways in their stance to throw that. So just so you know, this is something where I would usually throw a hook or some kind of punch to get myself really sideways so I could aim right at you. So this kick goes straight sideways from wherever your hip's pointing. So the way it looks that we're going to do the drill, always do it a lot in slow motion to build the muscle memory. So first step is this. So I lift my leg. Second step, I'm going to pivot, and my heel, if you can see my foot, my heel is pointing on my standing foot. It's pointing behind my back right now, and it's going to point to where I'm kicking. So my second step is this. I've pivoted my heel so that now my knee bends the correct direction of where my force is going, and I'm not kicking against my knee joint. And this foot, bottom of my foot, is pointing where I'm going to kick. I'm going to kick over there. I'll look over there. So that's 2. This is 3. Kick out. 4. Retract. And 5. Come back. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to do a minute on each side. You can either follow along with me if it's new to you, or you can do them at your own pace. We always try to do them still, slow and controlled. Get set and go. Nice on the fence. In the class I teach and in the classes I take, we do this on the wall like that. Everyone just lined up along the wall, throwing our kicks. Back in the days when we could all be in the same room. Good. Switch to the other side. So shake that out. Turn around and get set and go. Nice. Okay, so switch back to the first side, and we're going to do a set of roundhouse kicks. So a roundhouse kick is the really bread and butter kick of kickboxing. This is a kick that comes, do it with the chair here, but it's a kick that comes around the side. So unlike the side kick, which comes kind of straight at you, this kick would come, like if I were facing you and you were kicking me, it would come around the side. So it comes, it's a looping, not a looping kick, but it comes around the side of the person. So so the way we're going to practice it, let's practice. This is more fun. There's 2 ways to practice this, and one is more technical, but one is more fun. We'll do the more fun one. So that's throwing it as a head kick. So I'm going to start the same way. I'm going to pivot. So the first step is this. Let me actually, sort of. It sort of starts the same way. Instead of coming straight up, you kind of go right to the second position here. So it's the first thing I do is pivot. So I kind of done the same thing with my leg, with my standing leg, but my kicking leg has come slightly different place. And then I'm going to just straighten it. If you don't go higher than you are comfortable with, don't like tear your hamstring. You can do it whatever level you want. This is kind of a, when we kick in kickboxing, if we're kicking to the body, we normally kick with the shin. This is the more technical version of this drill, where I'd hit you with this, but it's a little more fun to practice a head kick. And this also works as this is a little less powerful than the full shin one, but it reaches farther. So you can use it as a long range kick to the solar plexus or, you know, to the head. So, so we'll just, you can do it. Let's do, if you're more advanced, you can pick whether you want to do it kind of, you know, broken down, or whether you want to do it more fluid. And if you're new, you should do it broken down. So it's 2 steps, 1, 2, and then 3 is pivot back. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, down. So roundhouse kick to the head. So 1 minute, get set and go. I like to practice it both controlled and fluid. It's really important to have the control, so if something goes wrong, you can pull it back. Head kicks are kind of dangerous for the kicker, so you need to have, and they're dangerous for sparring, so you have to have control to pull it if something's about to go wrong. Nice, take that out. And we'll do the other side. So same thing, other side. Assuming that you did your dominant leg first, like I did, you know, just be careful on your second leg. Obviously, you know, head kicks or something that usually are roundhouse kicks we throw on both sides, but head kicks, you know, are you know, kind of extreme, you know, as a movement. So they're a little harder to do on your non-dominant leg. So just start carefully and go. They could be easier though in some ways because you're pivoting on your, for some people they can be easier because you're pivoting on your dominant leg. So, oh wait, I'm throwing it as a wrong kind of kick. Up. All right, that's it. So for that, so you can put your chair back and then come on back, and we'll do a few drills with boxing kicking combinations. Let's do. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So the combination will be, we're gonna add some, let's not do the blocks, let's do slips since we were practicing those. Is that right? Make sure, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna do 4 straight punches, moving forward a little bit, jab, cross, yep, again, jab, cross, that's the beginning. Then we're gonna do 3 slips. So we're gonna slip first towards our side we just punched on, slip, 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 And now we're loaded up onto our right side. We're gonna throw a cross. We didn't go over a hook, but we're gonna throw a hook. A hook is, I'm gonna pivot just like I've been pivoting. We've been pivoting. I'm gonna pivot and throw my left arm around the side. So just do your best with that if that's new. So that's really just to get us sideways. And now I'm gonna throw my lead side kick, my left side kick. And let's add a cross at the end of that. So if that's too much, if you're like, that's enough already, then you don't need to add that cross. But it's jab, cross, slip, 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 cross, hook, side kick, cross. Ah, really good. Okay, so we're gonna do a 2-minute round like that. In between, you can just do the combination over and over. If you want to shadow box a little bit in between, feel free. Let's do this. We only have a few minutes and we meditate at the end. Let's do a 3-minute round where we do that. And if I say sprawl, you sprawl immediately and just start the combination over. So you just sprawl wherever you were at with the combination. So get set, be a 3-minute round like that. And I'll remind you how it goes if you're new, but it looks like everyone got it. And go. Jab, cross, slip, 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 cross, hook, left side kick, cross. A thing you could easily do after that is jab backwards to get back to your position. Jab, cross, slip, 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 cross, hook, side kick, cross. Nice. Sprawl. Sprawl. Got my sprawls. That's right, still got a while. Sprawl. 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 Come up and finish the combination even if the bell rings. Keep going until you're done. Nice. Good work, everyone. So we're gonna do, it's 12:30. We're gonna do just a couple minutes of meditation. It's optional, but if you wanna hang out, we'll be done definitely by 12:35 at the very latest. Yeah, you could grab a seat. And I mean, done with everything. Usually kind of wrap up around 12:34. So you can get in your seated position. It's great, everyone's there. Take some deep breaths in through your nose. You can exhale through your nose, or if you're still trying to calm your breathing down, you could exhale through your mouth until you're ready to exhale through your nose. You could close your eyes, just slow your mind and breathing. And now let's do this often when we meditate. We focus on breathing, but I like this variation a lot. Sometimes we focus on sounds. So you could just give some attention to the sounds around you, but trying not to think about them like, oh, that's a bird, but just letting the soundscape wash over you, just being open to the sounds that are around you for some breaths. The person who taught me this meditation, it describes it as a soundscape. So not thinking about all the little sounds, but just the general, tapestry of sounds. And then if you'd like, you could release that focus on sounds and just continue breathing normally, trying to keep your mind still. If any thoughts arise, just not getting attached to them, just letting them float by. And then take 3 deep breaths in through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Then when you're ready, you could open your eyes. You can rub your hands together to try to generate some heat between your palms. And then rub back on your ears. Rub your hands together again. And now rub the back of your neck. And now clasp your hands together, and you're going to twist back and look over one shoulder. And then the other direction. Back to the first direction. Second direction. Back to center. And then you can release your legs if they were crossed and rub your thighs. This exit is kind of with the intention of a long meditation. So it's kind of revitalizing your body after. And then your shins and calves. And then rub your feet. All right, and that's it. Thank you so much. If anyone has any questions, you can hang out and ask. Great work. Emma, I didn't catch your sister's name. What's your name? I couldn't hear it.
Daniela.
Say it again?
Daniela.
Daniela. Oh, cool. What you said, yeah, was that?
Congratulations.
Great job.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
That
Thanks.
was really fun.
We'll see you back at least next Sunday, huh? Okay.
For sure.
They got a nice setup. I'm jealous.
Yeah, you do.
Jen's got a bigger space now. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, you
Bye.
too.
Will you stay on?
Oh, yeah.
Let's pause the